These 5 people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up Act 1. The team all know one another through Cardiff University's drama group. They've won their local pub quiz on so many occasions, I'm told, they now get booed by the opposition. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Reese. I'm 22 and I'm training to be a croupier.
Hi, I'm Frances. I'm 22 and I'm a children's holiday monitor.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm 27 and I'm a transition administrator.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm 27 and a corporate services manager.
Hi, I'm Peter. I'm 28. I'm an engineering student.
Got the gambler as your captain, team. Is that a good idea?
Possibly not.
So Act 1, the Eggheads have won the last 7 games, which means £8,000 says you can't beat the Eggheads. So it's Fran from Act 1 versus CJ from the Eggheads. No conferring, so please take your positions in the question room. So Fran, good luck here.
Thanks.
You've chosen well because CJ's had a bad couple of moments on arts and books recently. And I have to ask, what's the tiara for?
It's for my goddaughter because I'm her fairy godmother.
Just if you tip your head down slightly, we can all see it. Ah, what's her name?
Lulu.
OK, this is for Lulu if you win. So, Fran, your choice. Would you like the first set of questions or the second set?
I'd like to go first, please.
Fran, which words follow the cat in the title of a famous children's book by Dr. Seuss?
It is, of course, in the hat.
The cat in the hat is the correct answer. Well done. CJ, which term means to cover an art canvas with a very watery and thin coat of colour?
Hopefully get the right answer with wash.
Well done. Wash is correct, CJ. So neck and neck after multiple choice. We now make it slightly harder. We go to sudden death. Fran, who wrote Under the Volcano, a semi-autobiographical novel about an alcoholic British ex-consul in Mexico?
It's another one I've heard of and I can't even think of it. Mine's gone completely blank. No, sorry, I've got to pass.
Eggheads, do you know?
Malcolm Lowry.
Malcolm Lowry is right. Malcolm Lowry. So, to you, CJ, The Chrysalids and the Midwich Cuckoos are books by which British writer, CJ?
His most famous was Day of the Triffids. It's John Wyndham.
You're right. Well done. So after that, you do take the round, CJ. Fran, you were beaten by our Egghead. As a result, you won't be able to help your team in the final round. Bad luck. Both of you, please now come back and take your positions here in the studio. The next subject is geography. Which is the geographer among the actors?
Okay, Peter in the green.
Peter in green. OK, engineering student. Which is the non-geographer, do you think, among the Eggheads?
Judith, then, please.
Here's your first question on geography, Peter. Dublin Bay, on which the city of Dublin stands, is located on which body of water? The Irish Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, or North Sea?
The Irish Sea.
Wow, that was so sudden. You don't want more time to think?
I'm pretty sure.
That's good. Yeah, you're right. Correct. Irish Sea. Judith, which English tourist attraction is visible from the A303?
Well, the A303 goes westwards through Wiltshire, etc. So it is Stonehenge.
Stonehenge is correct. Yeah, I drive past it all the time.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Peter. A sink or swallow hole is a characteristic feature of what kind of landscape?
It's, I think, where the water erodes the rock around the cracks in limestone.
You are right. Well done. Judith, if you get this wrong, then you are, very sadly, a goner. In which country is Lake Disappointment located? Canada, Ireland, or Australia?
Maybe Canada.
That's your answer.
Yeah.
It's Australia. Canada is incorrect. And with that, Peter, you have taken on one of the Eggheads and emerged triumphant. Well done. To Act 1, how about that? So it means you can come and play in today's final round. Next subject is film and television.
We're going to go with Kim on this
Kim,
one.
Corporate Services Manager.
That's me.
And which of this lot?
I'll take on Daphne.
Okay. Kim, would you like the first set of questions or the second set?
I think I'll follow the others and go first, please.
Kim, the long-running TV series Z-Cars centered on characters in what type of job?
It's police officers.
Quite right, it is. Your first answer correct. Well done. Okay. Daphne, wax on, wax off is a phrase from which film of the 1980s? Mad Max, Flashdance, or The Karate Kid?
I don't know. You seen that look of, I don't know. Flashdance?
Wrong, Daphne. It's The Karate Kid.
Is it?
Back to you, Kim. Fran, you were doing an illustration there.
Yeah.
Of The Karate Kid.
Wax on, wax off.
What is it then, the wax on, wax off?
It's waxing a car.
It's waxing a car so that later in the film, the Karate Kid can use it to karate chop some baddies.
Right, okay. Here's your question. Which animated film featured the voices of Ellen DeGeneres as Dory and Jeffrey Rush as a pelican called Nigel?
They provided the voices for Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo's absolutely right. Third question to you now, Kim. If you get this right, you've taken the round. Which comedian starred as the bookshop owner Bernard in the TV comedy Black Books? Dylan Moran, Ed Byrne, or Sean Hughes?
I used to live with a guy in the university who was addicted to Black Books, and I think it's Dylan Moran.
Superb play from Act 1. You're right. 3 questions right. Our last subject is sport.
I'm going to have to take on sport.
Reese, you can have Chris or Kevin.
I think I'm going to take on Chris.
You fool.
He's in a bit of a mood about sport these days. Reese, then, from Act 1 versus Chris from the Eggheads. Great contest, this. To ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions. Here we go. Reese, footballer Kevin Phillips scored 115 times in 209 league appearances over 6 years with which club? Was it Sunderland, Birmingham, or Portsmouth?
Sunderland.
You are right. Chris, here's your first question. Who announced his retirement from rowing in 1996, saying that anyone who saw him near a boat had his permission to shoot him? Matthew Pinsent, Steve Redgrave, or James Cracknell?
Well, Pinsent and Redgrave both went on to win gold in 2000 at the Olympics, so that wouldn't be them, so it must have been James Cracknell.
That strangulated cry you heard was CJ, because it's Steve Redgrave. We're moving now to sudden death. So, here we go. Reese, Liang Wanbo is a rising star in which sport? It's spelt W-E-N-B-O.
I think it's snooker.
Snooker's right. Well done. Chris, pressure on you. The football team SL Benfica is based in which European city?
Portuguese. It's not Porto, so it's Lisbon.
Yeah, Lisbon is right, and the L in SL stands for Lisbon. So still neck and neck. Over to you, Reese. Who came second in the 2007 BBC Sports Personality of the Year award?
Second. Who won it? Joe Calzaghe won it, I think. Lewis Hamilton was up there. I'm going to go with Lewis Hamilton.
Correct. Correct.
Oh, dear me.
Well done. He was favourite to win for a long time. You're right to mention Joe Calzaghe because he won it. Well done. Chris, your question. Which British skier who was disqualified from the combined event at the 2006 Winter Olympics because her skis were too narrow is named after Sophia Loren's character in the film El Cid?
Laureana Shufflewick.
No, the answer is not Laureana Shufflewick. It's Shemi Olcott. actually. On the tip of your tongue, I know.
Well done to Reese.
Well done. Okay. A bruising sports round. Well done, Reese. You took on one of those eggheads. You emerged triumphant. It was not easily done. Please, both of you, come back and rejoin your teams here in the studio. So, this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. Reese, Pete, Kim and Peter, you're playing to win Act 1, £8,000. Good luck. Kevin and CJ, you're playing for something which money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge, and you are allowed to confer. Act 1, the question is, are your 4 brains better than the Eggheads' 2? And would you like to go first or second?
First, guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll continue the trend, Jeremy.
You're going first. Best of luck to you, Act 1. Here we go. Which Latin phrase literally means there is truth in wine? Veritas vos liberabit, in vino veritas, or per aspera ad astra?
Yeah, vino means wine, so we happy with that? Yeah, we'll go for in vino veritas.
Quite right. Well done. First point. Don't want to trip up on that one. Eggheads, which acronym refers to the American Tax Collection Service? IRS, NRA, or CIA?
Do you want my help on that?
Go on then. Well, you certainly wouldn't want the third one involved on your case. Anyway, it's the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service.
That's absolutely right. Well done. 1 each. Back to you guys. The popular country music show known as the Grand Ole Opry has since 1925 been broadcast from which American city? Atlanta, Milwaukee, or Nashville?
Nashville. Yeah,
100%.
100% Nashville.
Yeah.
Kim is 100% on that one. It's Nashville, Tennessee.
Well done, Kim.
Thank you.
Have you been there?
No.
But you just know?
Yeah, I just know.
Great, you're right. 2-1. Next question is for the Eggheads. Who was the first member of the England 1966 World Cup squad to be given a knighthood? Was it Bobby Charlton, Bobby Moore, or Geoff Hurst?
Sorry, not today. We just can't think of it. So we'll go with Bobby Charlton.
It was Bobby Charlton. Got it right. The next question is for Act 1. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Is the opening line of which 1925 novel?
Before the before the options came up, I thought The Great Gatsby.
Right.
That's why I think Mrs. Dalloway was much earlier, I think.
It's exactly the right time.
The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Sounds.
You happy to go with that?
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
The Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby.
Is the correct answer.
Pete, very nice.
Here's your question. During Bill and Hillary Clinton's visit to London in 1997, Tony and Cherie Blair chose to take them to which restaurant instead of holding a formal banquet? Was it Le Pont de la Tour, the Ivy, or the River Cafe? If you get this wrong, the challengers have won £8,000.
I'm inclined to the River Cafe personally. So ultimately it's a pure guess. We'll say the River Cafe.
Okay, the River Cafe is your answer. I can tell you something about one of the restaurants on this list, which you didn't know, which is that it's on the banks of the Thames, and it has a stunning view down the Thames, which includes the Houses of Parliament. And that's why Tony and Cherie Blair took Bill and Hillary to Le Pont de la Tour. Challengers, you've just won £8,000. Congratulations.
That is huge.
How does that feel?
Excellent.
Really well done.
Really did not expect that at all.
Wouldn't have got that last question either.
The game went backwards and forwards, and you looked as if you were down and out for a while, but what are you going to do with the money?
Pay off some student debt.
Yes.
Sure, 'cause that's a big part of life, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations then, you've won £8,000. Brilliant play. Well done. Eggheads, commiserations. Great to see you in the studio, Act 1. You are officially cleverer than the Eggheads. Goodbye.